Sudhakar
Yes,
sir,
sir.
first introduce
Start.
yourself.
Guruji,
Yeah, first
So,
introduce yourself.
let me introduce myself at first. So I am N. Sudhakar, son of N. Manarachari, working as a medical department, a health assistant in medical department at Vijayapuram, Chittoor district. So part-time working as a English lecturer in intermediate college. So as well as astrologer. So really, I am very happy, extremely happy. Nice meeting you all. So first of all, I am very thankful to my parents as well as given such an opportunity by our Ravi Sankar Guruji. So I am very thankful to Gnaneswar Guruji. So very thankful to all admins of Kalagati group. Thank you very much, sir. So today's topic is academic career. So on this topic, I would like to talk about it, sir. So first,
no problem. Open your video, sir. If you have any problem.
yes, sir. Sir.
If you want to open your video, you can open your video. You can visible to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have issues.
Okay, sir.
Even all participants also, they can open their videos.
Okay, sir. Sir, topic is academic career. Actually, we read the chart, natal chart, and D9 chart, so D10 chart. Particularly for education, Jupiter and Mercury are the main significators. So if these two, which are good in the natal chart, so no doubt he will get good education. So first read the chart, analyze the chart particularly, first house to 12 houses. So the first house, Lagna Lord, where it is, where the position it is. Of course, if the Lagna Lord is strong, no doubt whatever problems will be there, so he face it very easily. For education also, so Lagna Lord should be calculated very clearly. So if Lagna Lord is in angles and triangles, no doubt he will get anything at all. He will achieve anything at all. That for purpose, so we observe Lagna and Lagna Lord. And the second house is also very helpful to primary level. So it is for talk. Second purpose, second house indicates a little bit spoken by the child. So mother is the first child, mother is the first teacher, and who learns a little bit words to the child. So if the second lord is in angles and triangles, no doubt he can speak words very well, and he is very exciting to speak to the others. So for that purpose, we may analyze the second lord and the second house. And little bit words means atta, amma, nana. So these words are being learnt by the child through his mother. And the third house, communication skills and talents should be checked by us. So how the student's ability, so how his communication skills, so those things should be checked in third house, which are very important. And special subjects also, specialization. So specialization, post-graduate level. So which subject is very specialized. So we may learn it, we may check it over through our third house and third lord. So of course, if it is in angles and triangles, yes, he may get a good capability of all these specialization and communication skills and talents, which can be increased. And mostly whether he is going to school or college regularly or not. So we may check it through our third house. So that is more important. And fourth house is primary and secondary level. So it is also very important in education. If a fourth lord is Mercury or is on Mercury or Jupiter star lords, so no doubt he is good at education. So if fourth lord and fourth place, which is in angles, or triangles, yes, he will get good primary level and secondary level. So he achieved good knowledge, no doubt. So of course, if it is a malefic primary and secondary level, so somewhat difficult to him, so to get a good knowledge. That is a basic. Primary and secondary is the basic for the student to acquire more knowledge. So that while we are checking fourth place and fourth lord, so really even Jupiter aspects are there. Jupiter aspects will be there or not, we may check it. Of course, if it is with malefic planets, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, even our Mars, yes, somewhat difficult to him to get good knowledge. So if there is a Saturn, yes, it may be a delay. If there is a Rahu, he cannot learn very well. So he is doing not at good. We may identify it very easily. Yes, and fifth house and the fifth lord. If it is in angles and triangles, so now he is also good at knowledge. It is also for own intelligence. We may check his intelligence power, whether he is using his brain or not. So we may calculate through fifth house and fifth lord. So it is also very important because it is a creativity. So whether he has good at creativity or not, good at intelligence or not, so we may calculate it. And imagination also, we may calculate. And the sixth house, it is for competition. So whether sixth lord connection with 11th lord. So yes, whatever he has written the exams, so he will be succeeded, no doubt. Sixth lord and sixth place is a vital role in education. So what about him, whether he is doing routine work, I mean get up at an early morning or read the books or not, so we may check it. So whether he is doing exercises or not, what about his ability, what about his immunity, so everything we may calculate. Even he eats junk foods, yes, immunity power should be decreased and go for 12th house. So that we may check it whether it is in 8th connection with the 8th or 12th. Yes, there may be more obstacles he can face. He can face it. Yes, 7th, it is like a mirror. What about the student? So what about his conduct, behavior? So through seventh house, so we may check it out. So other students, what they think about such a student. So it is good or not. They are talking about his character and behavior, good or not. Yes, it is like a mirror. So that's that purpose we may checking seventh house and seventh lord. So eighth is it is secret and depth knowledge. So whether he has a depth knowledge or not, I check eighth lord and eighth place. So of course, if it is connection with sixth and 12th, yes, it is also more obstacles and he can face many more problems. So it gives him a research mind. Eighth house gives him a research mind. That is very, very important. Eighth house to check it over. And ninth house, it is for higher studies. Fourth house is primary and secondary level. We may check it. And ninth house is higher studies. So graduation, post graduation. So for higher studies, we may calculate ninth house. Yes, it is father's house, religious house, and your guru's teacher's house. Of course, if it is good in position, I mean, if ninth lord is in angles or triangles, yes, he will get a good education in higher. No doubt, he may get a good name and fame, and even he respects elders, he respects teachers and parents. Yes, he will have such a good teacher, good education will be given to him. So of course, if the ninth lord is a malefic with malefic planets, or ninth lord is in eighth house, yes, he cannot respect the teachers. He neglected his studies, and he neglected his parents, religion, tradition. So everything is bad in position, and moreover, he cannot get good knowledge. So almost it is a different from his tradition. So ninth house, while we are checking, really it is malefic or benefic. So what about this place? What about this lord? So we may check it over. Of course, if ninth lord, the connection with the 12th house or 12th lord, yes, it is a higher studies in foreign education. Yes, 10th house, it is for his awards and rewards, achievements. So achievements can be seen here in 10th house, whether he is a good boy or not. Yes, it has been shown about his name, awards and rewards, and everything. So about the job also, about career, about his career in this place. So what he works in 6th house, it can be shown in 10th also. And 11th, it is for happiness. Yes, when he got first rank, yes, he can celebrate with his friends and relatives in 11th house. It is for it is for also good in society. So we can check it over about his calculated mind, what he achieves, whether he achieves or not. So we may calculate it very easily. And the 12th house, it is for his isolation. So how he mingled with the other students. Otherwise, he is also isolation, away from the students, away from his friends or not. So otherwise, he will go to foreign study abroad. So these things should be calculated very easily by us through the 12th house. So yes, if he eats junk foods in 6th house, he will come to hospital. He is in ill health, sickness. Yes, he could not go to school regularly. So such a problems should be faced by him. So that's what we may check about this 12th house, which are very, very important. So really first house to 12th house, all those which are in lords, which are in angles and triangles along with Jupiter and Mercury, yes, he will get good knowledge. So all those connection with fourth, eighth, 12th, 12th. Yes, no studies at all, no study. No studies, he cannot get good education, and there he could not mingle with other students to learn. He cannot show interest on his education. So some of the students are there. They are physically physical status. What about his physical status? What about his mental status? It is also calculated. It is very important while we are observing the chart. So what about his physical status? Yes, we may see 1, 4, 7, 10. So Candras all are connected with the 11th. No doubt his physical status is very good. So what about his mental status? It is also being calculated by us, very important for education, connection with the heart and soul. So 2, 5, 8, 11 connection with the 11th lord, the 11th place. No doubt his mental status is very good. So of course, if there is along with the 12th, so somewhat difficult obstacles, many more obstacles will be there. He faced, but he could not achieve. He could not achieve. Many more failures are there. Of course, if there is a 6th, it is Upachaya Sthana. Yes, 3, 6. Yes, he can do again and again. Even there may be failures. Yes, he can face it many more times. Then he will achieve it. So for that purpose, we may read such a chart. So 3, 6 Upachaya Sthavas. So whether the student is in depression or not, whether the student is laziness or not, whether the student is in anger mood or not. Yes, it is also calculated by us. That is also very important. Of course, if the student is in depression, yes, what can we do? How do we suggest him? How to give a good guidelines to him? How to suggest him to correct his depression? So depression is nothing but Saturn's aspect. So Saturn aspects on moon. If Saturn aspects on moon, 3, 7, 10, 3, 7, 10. So the student is in depression. So at that moment, yes, suggest him very well. Of course, if Jupiter aspects on Saturn or moon, yes, he will come out. He will come out from depression himself. Otherwise, many more students nowadays would see, yes, they are in depression mode because of such a combination. So Saturn and the moon combination. So, but here, their Dasha and Bhukti, if they're going on Dasha and Bhukti, so then only they are in depression. So otherwise, somewhat difficult problems will be there. Not to mingle with other students because Saturn, which aspects on moon, so not to mingle with other students. So through the suggestions that are given good directions to the student, only he will come out. No need to worry about it, even though he is in depression. But we may calculate, we may check it over and tell to the parents about his position. So, and laziness also. If Saturn aspects on Lagna and Lagna Lord, yes, there may be laziness. So he gets up at 8 o'clock. Suddenly he baths himself, ready to himself, quick to go to school. But he cannot be prepared. He cannot prepare anything else beforehand before going to school or college. so that laziness will be very high in him. Then suggest him very well. Yes, yes, your boy is very lazy, and ask him to get up at early morning, 6 o'clock, and taking bath, doing exercises regularly. So like this, walking. So a little bit suggestions should be given to them. Then they can set right it themselves very easily, very easily. And some of the students who are in anger mood, so it is also one of the obstacle for the student to go for good studies. Go for good studies. That is Sun and Mars. Sun and Mars, which aspects on Lagna or Lagna Lord. Yes, he is in anger mood unnecessarily, but he doesn't know about it. What his position is. Yes, we check it over Sun and Mars. What about then suggest him very well. Of course, if Jupiter aspects on Saturn, Sun, Mars, no doubt they will come out themselves very easily. So otherwise, suggestions and directions, guidelines, moral values, ethics should be given to them regularly. It is more important. So like this, we may check the chart very easily. Now I'm going to tell you some of the things that is what studies. What about his studies after 10th? Yes, some of the signs are in technical, some of the signs are in non-technical, some of the planets are technical, some of the planets are non-technical. It is one of the ways. I can't say it is an accurate. Yes, we may calculate it and analyze it. Yes, you will become such a CA, chartered accountant, IAS, IPS. No, it is one of the tips. It is one of the ways. So I'm going to tell to you. Yes, sir, technical planets. That is the crucial planets. I mean, malefic planets. So Sun, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. So these are the malefic planets, technical planets. These are. So non-technical planets, Moon, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury. These four are non-technical planets. Yes, if they have a high technical planets sign in the chart, so they will become engineers, doctors, and they are very interested in maths, chemistry, physics. Good education will be there. More science of technical planets or technical science. So along with the 5th and 10th, yes, they will get a good job in this position. So, and important thing is the technical science. So technical 12 signs are there, and technical signs are Aries, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. Aries, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. So these seven are technical signs. So remaining 5 non-technical signs: Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces. So these are non-technical planets, non-technical signs. So Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces. So these are non-technical signs. So when the boy connected with 9th and 11th, so 9th, 11th, 4, 9, 11 connection or significations. So then only we go for technical or non-technical. If he doesn't have such a higher education, so no need to go for technical and non-technical issues. So if the planet or sign is influenced by technical or non-technical, no need to check it over. Of course, if he has such a higher education, yes, first look at ninth lord, ninth place, connection with the 11th, fourth. Yes, then only we may go for technical and non-technical influences. So technical science, non-technical science, while you are taking in your mind. So if there is a retrograded planets, no doubt it is a technical influence. If there is a debilitated planet is debilitated, it is also technical influence will be there. So like this, we may check it. And sun, of course, if the sun is technical influence, so what kind of jobs should be gotten by him? Yes, medicine, maths, physics. If sun non-technical influence, so political science. And if the moon non-technical influence, yes, fine arts, music, dance. If the moon technical influence, chemistry, medicine, pharmacy, biochemistry. So if the Mars non-technical influence, law, land issues. So technical science, mechanical engineering. So of course, if Mercury in non-technical influence, astrology, journalism, public relation, accounts. Of course, if it is a technical issue, high influence, higher accounts, CA, chartered account, bank employee. So like this, if the Jupiter technical influence, yes, biology, zoology, botany, like this. Of course, if it influence non-technical, history, Sanskrit, classical literature, so such a kind of education. Venus, if Venus technical influence, influence graphics, animation, botany, computers, it may be. Of course, if Venus non-technical influence of fine arts, music, dance, painting, sociology. So if Saturn technical influence, yes, engineering, geology. So if non-technical influence, history, geography, law, and Prachina Vidya, archaeology. It is also non-technical influence. So if Rahu technical influence, yes, pilot, air hostess, aerospace, aeromates, non-technical influence, research work, psychology. So these are. And if Ketu is a technical influence, computers, language, programming, microbiology. So if Ketu non-technical languages, so languages only. So like this, we may calculate about the student's capability, where he is interested, what subject he is interested. We may calculate it very easily, and through this calculation, so we may suggest to them, not to force or compel. So we may suggest to them. So almost I have seen many more charts like this. Yes, they are in the same position. So even engineering or doctors, yes, I have seen number of charts. For CA, chartered account. Yes, there is a non-technical planets with 5th and 10th connection with the 5th and 10th. Yes, he is good at chartered account. accounts. He is good at accounts, along with Mercury. So computer accounts, higher accounts, and computer accounts, along with Jupiter. So like this, we may identify it very easily. And so for maths, whether he is interested in maths, he is talented in maths or not. Yes, we may calculate it through Sun, Mercury, Sun and Mercury, and Moon also. So along with the fifth and 10th signs, yes, he is good at maths. So if Jupiter aspects, yes, he is a highly intelligent in maths, no doubt. So number one student he is, because Jupiter Mercury connection with Sun, Moon, 5th and 10th. Yes, he is highly intelligent in maths. We may calculate it. So like this, medicine also. So if there is Sun, a technical planet, with 5th, 10th, along with the 6th, 8th, 12th, 6th house, 8th house, 12th house. If the Sun connection with 6th, 8th, 12th with Ketu, yes, no doubt, medicine. He is studying medicine. So for 4th, of course, if there is a Mars aspects surgeon, become surgeon. Sun, Saturn and Mars aspects on 8th Lord. Yes, surgeon. He will be a surgeon. So under the same Dasha and Bhukti also observed very clearly. It is Sun and Ketu decide from second house or third house. Yes, he is also studying medicine. We can say it. So next, engineering. So Saturn and Mars, 5th, 10th, 6th, 11th. So engineering aspects, even Mercury, and Mars and Saturn, Mars and Jupiter, Mars and Venus. So combination. Yes, engineering aspects, it will be there. So microbiology, chemistry, chemistry. Yes, Moon with the technical planets or technical science, along with the 5th, 10th. So aspects, Jupiter aspect. Yes, even Ketu, Sun, Venus. So along with the Jupiter aspects, yes, we may say very easily microbiology. He is interested in microbiology. So history of fine arts, a social subject. Yes, Moon and Venus. Non-technical planets. Sign 5th and 10th, 6th, 11th. So yes, no doubt, he is studying history. So we say like this about it: physical status, mental status, and these houses we may calculate it. Yes, we can say it what he is going to study. Yes, even IAS and IPS, we say IAS, if Jupiter is in Kendras or Konas, I mean angles and triangles, yes, IAS, because administrative power, along with the Mercury, Sun, Moon, Saturn. So Mars. Those are in angles and triangles. Particularly Jupiter must be in Candras and Konas. So otherwise we can't. Even it is in second, sixth, eighth, 12th, Jupiter. Jupiter is there. So administration power weak. So that's why we may observe this civil services, whether he is going to study or not. So we can say it. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sir, now I want to share one screen.
Yeah, I will make you host 1 second.
Sir,
Yes, now you can share. Do you have a same thing in English?
Sir, you are in mute. Sudhkar gar, unmute.
sir, it is only in Telugu. Sir, I can't make it in English.
Yeah, you can describe in English, sir.
Okay.
Read
Okay.
it in English. Yeah.
Chart కావాలి. I want Rasi. పేజీ డౌన్ చేసి మూడు నెక్స్ట్ yes. Sir, it is the chart of Dr. Lakshmipati. Dr. Lakshmipati, who is working in government hospital. Yes, one example I want to take and explain it, sir. Sir, actually, so his natal chart, Lagna ascendant is Aries, and Sir, ascendant is Aries, Ravi, I mean Sun. Sun is on Pushami Lord, Pushami star Lord. Yes, it is a technical, and Moon is on Aswini star Lord. It is also a technical, and Mars is on Maka star Lord. So it is also technical, and Mercury, sir. So it is on Auslasia star Lord. So it is a non-technical planet. So Jupiter. So actually Jupiter is a non-technical planet. It is on Mars star Lord. Mars Mragasira star Lord. So that it is a it becomes a technical, sir. And Venus is on Maka Maka star lord. So Ketu star lord. That's why it is a technical. It becomes a technical planet, sir. And Saturn is on Purvashada star lord, but it is in Sagittarius. It is a technical Rasi, technical sign, So it is a non-technical because it is a Venus star lord. And Rahu is on Dhanishta star lord, so that it is a technical star. And Ketu Maka star lord, it is also technical star. So almost all six planets are in technical influences. So mostly sixth houses, Saturn aspects 10th aspect on 6th, 10th aspects on 6th, and 4, 5, 6, 6, 10. So Saturn aspects on all aspects on Saturn. So that almost all technical influences this chart. So that's why he became a doctor, sir. He's a government doctor, and even 8th house. So the Mars aspects, 4th aspects on 8th house, 4th aspects on 8th house. So it is also one of the reason he became a doctor. So almost all, so engineer or medicine, both are must be influenced by technical science or technical planets. So then only it is possible for them. Sir, Guruji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Next one.
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Bhargav. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. It is another chart I want to explain. Sir, it is a Bhargav who is working as an engineer, digital assistant in Sachivalayam. So this Sagittarius ascendant, and Surya is on Shravana star lord. Yes, it is non-technical, but it is in Capricorn. Capricorn is a technical science, and Moon is on Mola star lord. So that it is a technical. It becomes a technical, sir. So Mars, which is placed in a Lagna, it is also placed on Mola star lord, so that it becomes technical, sir. And next, Mercury is placed in ascendant, so it is on Purvashada star lord, so that it is non-technical, sir. It becomes non-technical. And Guru, so it is retrograded here, so that automatically it becomes technical. So technical, sir. And Venus, it is also retrograded in this chart. That's why automatically it is also technical influence. And Saturn is placed in Lagna, and Sagittarius is a technical side, but it is placed on Purvashada star lord, so that it is non-technical, sir. Non-technical. And Rahu is placed on Dhanishta star lord, so that it is technical. Ketu is placed on Aslesha star lord, so that it is non-technical. So almost all planets. Six planets are influenced by technical, so that he became an engineer. BTech. He studied BTech. He completed his education. So we may easily identify through this way of calculating, way of analyzing, sir. Guruji.
Sir, very nice, sir. Very nice.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir.
Sir, you can stop sharing your screen, I guess, if you're done.